Welcome to Second Listen Saturday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share some fun moments from a past episode for your weekend listening pleasure. Look for new episodes every Monday through Friday.
Today, we'd like to ask, why can't we outsource some of the more painful parenting jobs? Because I read an article about how people are outsourcing things like baby proofing and potty training. I also have a friend who used, she didn't really outsource, but she hired somebody to help her sleep train because she was having such issues with her toddler. And they had all these like phone consultations and stuff. Mm-hmm. So like I'm sure, Nicole, you would have enjoyed outsourcing the entire college application process.
The entire thing from start to finish, from August to like last week.
Right.
Wasn't that how some of those parents got in trouble by maybe outsourcing a little too much?
That's probably true.
Yeah. I'd be careful not to.
You would not sign off on anything.
One thing I think I would like to outsource, so there's all this talk about privacy and how, Google and Facebook know everything about us.
Yes.
So then how come whenever my kids want to do anything, I have to fill out 17 pieces of paper that explain who I am, who they are, what insurance we have, our third cousin's baby's name, all this stuff is supposedly, in some massive database in the world somewhere, but yet I have to recreate that wheel every single time anything happens.
Google needs to set up a service for that. Tell Alexa, prove who I am, and Alexa will just handle it.
Dang forms. There's so many of them.
Yeah, that would definitely be nice. There's a lot of school stuff that would be nice to outsource, all that.
Oh my God.
Teachers' conferences, IEP meetings, just if I could just have a legal representative that would just go and kick ass on my behalf, that would be awesome. And then I could maintain my cheerful relationship with people while still getting what I want.
Right.
This sounds really bad, but I'd like to outsource holiday gatherings.
Yes.
I like the whole Christmas thing and the shopping and.
Do you want to outsource the work involved with them, or do you just not want to have to be present for any of it at all?
Mostly the work, and then I'll just show up to sit down and drink eggnog and eat.
There's been holidays in our extended family where I would have just as soon gone to a movie and just had somebody stand in for me.
Yeah.
Could you go deal with all the family politics involved here? I'm going to go take a nap.
Yeah. So, no, I definitely want to. I want to outsource somebody like Martha Stewart who can create that whole family tradition.
Yes.
There you go.
You need Norman Rockwell in a box that would just come and you could just set everything up.
Norman Rockwell in a box. It'd be like a box subscription.
Yeah. They have subscriptions for everything.
Yes.
The holiday subscription.
I have outsourced holiday cooking to Boston Market most Thanksgivings, and it's working out okay. But I do feel a little bad about it. I feel like I should be cooking turkey, but you know what? Life's too short. And I get too frustrated.
Right.
I need to take your approach because I get so worked up about that. But anyway, that's a whole other thing that we've talked about before.
Yes. Difficult conversations with children, including teenagers, as we discussed on Monday. Mm-hmm. That'd be nice. Could you talk to my daughter about the way she dresses things?
Yes. Could you talk to my son about his screen time and how it's affecting his grades?
Yes.
He is not hearing it. See, it might, in some cases, I feel like it'd be more effective if you outsourced it.
It would be. I did do that for a while. My daughter had a tutor who was a young woman that she had a really good rapport with, and I would ask this young woman to tell her things that she needed to hear, but she could not hear from me. Mm-hmm. But if the young, cute tutor told her, she would be all kinds of excited to hear it. So that worked out really well. And I think every parent needs somebody like that. You need a young family member or a young neighbor or a young hired person to be able to tell your kid things like, hey, if you use this on your skin, you won't get zits like that. Because if mom says it, then it's like, you hate me because I have pimples. But if Cutie Pie says it, it's cool.
It's a different thing.
Yes. So that's definitely difficult conversations. of a trivial but child-offending sort.
Exactly.
Not something that's really important, but something that they need to know, but they're not going to hear it
Right.
from you
Right.
at all.
I would like to outsource the whole shopping for clothes with teenage daughters. That would be kind of like extending from your outsourcing of delicate topics.
Yeah, I tried that once. My daughter had a speech therapist she really liked, and they were working on like life skills. And I said, you know what? She needs to get some sweaters for the seasonal wear. Why don't you take her to the mall and she can practice that skill? I'll give her some money. And she came home and she had bought things that I knew she was never going to wear, and she'd gone way over her budget, and the speech therapist had charged some stuff that I then had to pay her back for. So that did not work out well. And she did indeed never wear those clothes, although I now wear those jeans that she bought.
So you outsourced your shopping.
You have to be careful. You have to set down the parameters with the outsourced person very seriously. This is what she likes. Even if she says, oh yes, I will wear that, she will not wear that. Don't get that, please. So do not peer pressure her into it.
Yeah.
But if you had the right guidelines and the right person, I think that would be very useful.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You have to send them off with some expectations. You don't want them coming back with, anything too risque.
Yes. It's like when you know your kid and your kid's style better than the kid knows that, and then things come into the house that you know are never going to go. That's frustrating because nobody wants to hear that from you. And yet, you're always
right, period.
That is true. Can I outsource somebody to come in every now and then and say, you are always right?
Always right. Just listen to her the first time.
Yes, to tell the kid that and also to tell me that, because it would be nice to hear.
Reminder. Pat on the back. Good job.
Outsource somebody to listen to me talk. I guess that's why I have a podcast for.
Therapy or podcasting. Yeah, I think I was going to say packing lunches, but I already outsourced that to the school.
Yeah, you do. You get your husband to do that.
No, he doesn't do it anymore. Once in a while, the kids will make their own, but they just tend to buy their lunch at school.
Oh, nice.
Well, I don't know. I think they would eat better if they packed it. Or that doesn't seem to be happening. So, I would actually like to outsource training my dog. I know people, they have like sleepaway camp for dogs where they can do training, and I don't think we need that. I mean, it's for like dogs who are going to be real working dogs and things. But I mean, training a dog requires a lot of human work.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And we have not done a good job with it with either of our dogs, and it's especially hard because there's two of them. And so I would like somebody to come here. They could just like live in my guest room for a week or so, whip these dogs into shape, and get them to a point where I just have to come in and issue the commands, and they work. That's
there you go.
Right.
And do that with the kids, too.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Hey. It's like Super Nanny. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Wonder whatever happened with that.
That is appealing. I don't really believe it, but it is appealing. The idea that could be done is appealing.
Right.
Somebody just comes in, sets things right, tells you what to do, and then leaves.
Right. It's like every HGTV show.
Yes.
Yeah.
They prove that it can be done.
Yeah. Is there a way, there's probably somebody that does this, a way to like outsource everything that goes with moving to another house?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's like from time to time, my husband and I think, this house is maybe a little too much for us. Maybe we would do well with a condo. We would still have room for the kids and everything because they're going to be living with us for the foreseeable future. But maybe the property tax is very high here. Maybe we would want to move to a different state or whatever. And then we think of everything that would be involved in doing that, starting with, repairing things, cleaning things out, packing up all the ridiculous amount of stuff we have, dealing with finding new connections for the kids, for their various services and stuff. And we think, no, we're just going to stay here. If we could just call somebody up and then like they say, okay, go to this hotel, stay there. And then we'll meet you at the new house. Right. We'll find the new house. We'll arrange, we'll sign up, make all the arrangements with that. We'll sell your house. We'll pack up your house. We'll move it over. We'll find jobs for your kids. That would be lovely. It would probably be extremely expensive.
I was going to say, I think there's people who will do many parts of that, but for a price, and that price will be high.
Yes.
That's right. Probably more than we could make from our house. But just there's a number of things that just when you think about the work you would have to do it, you just go nah.
Right.
And I would like to outsource those things immediately.
Well, you know me, I like to outsource.
Yes,
as much
that's
as I
right.
can, whether it's my groceries or my food or cleaning.
Definitely would like to outsource that, but I'm a little too embarrassed to.
Yeah, I'm all about outsourcing to the greatest extent possible in the most appropriate way.
I wish I could outsource some of this stuff to my kids. I keep hoping that they'll just want to do stuff, and no, it's not working out so well.
No, I know, right? Like, that's what my husband says, well, you have teenagers. I'm like, oh my gosh, try.
Yes.
Like, my daughter has had a piece of gum beside her bed for 2 weeks. I refuse to pick it off. Pick it up and throw it away. It's the gum standoff.
Oh gosh.
So I need to outsource somebody to stand over her.
And touch the used gum also.
Yeah, it's that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
Anyway, if anybody has any sort of interesting outsourcing ideas that are real and think that I would be interested in, please let us know.
We're taking applications.
We're taking applications.